Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make a Google form. Um, in terms of doing a survey, I think that Google form is often the easiest way to get about trying to get the answers that you want. Some people use SurveyMonkey. You're more than within your rights to go and use SurveyMonkey if you want, but I've tended to find, and most of the students that I've had previously, have found that Google Forms has worked most effectively. So the way to get there, if you're signed into your school Google account, then just click over here where the 9 little dots are, and we'll just click on More. If I just move my face out of the way there, you can see Forms is this purple document here, so just moving me back over to there. Okay, now I've created a few before, but in order to do that, you just click on that red button down the bottom. I'm going to choose a template. Which probably don't need a template, we might as well just go with a blank quiz. Okay. So with our blank quiz, what I suggest that you do is that you just click on the top, we're just going to put the title, so it might be Research Project, Cats and Dogs. Form description, this survey will help me to complete my research project. Your answers will be kept confidential at all times. Okay. Now you can add all different kinds of questions to your survey. So if you have a look here, click on the question. Now you type your question in here. You can choose the different kind of question that you want. So in research terms, there are two different kinds of questions that you can create. One's called quantitative and one's called qualitative. Quantitative questions are ones where you simply want people to pick either one option or multiple options. So that you can say, oh, 33% of people chose C as the answer. So the different types of questions that you can use as a quantitative question. Multiple choice works really well as check boxes. Okay, it's all about getting the quantity of numbers. That's where the word quantitative comes from. Trying to get a quantity of people answering your question. So if we go multiple choice, I'm just going to type in our question. Do you prefer dogs or cats? And it's really simple. Option 1, dogs. Option 2, cats. All I did there was press enter, and it gave me an extra option. You can delete them as you go. Now, at this point, this one is set up as a quiz, but we can turn off that setting. We'll just go up to settings here, quizzes, just turn that setting off, save, and that answer key has disappeared now. You can add, include a add other option, where people can include their own answer, but for a question like, do you prefer dogs or cats, really the answer is dogs or cats. If you want somebody to make sure that they answer that question and not skip that question, you just click on here required, make it a required question, and that way they have to answer it in order to finish your survey. From there, over on the right hand side you have a little toolbar, so add question, add a title, add image, add video, add a section. We'll just add another question. So here what we'll do is do you think that dogs are dangerous? Okay. Now sometimes Google will give us extra suggestions, so we can just go, oh, I've been given a message from my housemate, how lovely. At all. So it's already included for us, yes, no, and maybe. So we'll just leave that there. Now, I want my survey respondents to be asked a different question depending on how they answer this one. So I'm going to make it a required question. But then what I'm going to do is select this add section function. So what happens here is, so after section, I'm going to go to section 2. Now in fact I need to change another setting here. So here, if I click on these three dots, go to section based on answer. So if they answer yes, I want them to go to section 2. If they answer no, then I want them to, I'm going to have to create a third section, so I'll just add that there. Back to here, go to section 2, go to section 3, and if they answer maybe, we'll just submit the form. So that will finish the survey for them. So with section 2, what I might do is say, do you think that dogs are dangerous? Yes. Okay, I might call this one aggression in dogs. And here I might write, you answered yes to question 2. Okay, add a question. Now, qualitative questions are all about trying to get quality answers. And so the different kinds of questions that you might ask here might be the short answer or paragraph. I recommend paragraph just in case somebody wants to write a really long response that you might be able to take quotes from when you have a look at the results. So if we go long answer, what do you think are the main factors that lead to aggression in dogs? And paragraph, required question. Okay, now I might add one more. Another really good way to answer or to ask qualitative questions is to ask why, because that encourages people to write their response. So, why do you think certain dog breeds are banned in Australia? Okay, and that way these people will answer this question based on what they've said. They think that dogs are dangerous, and so we're going to ask them why they think that. And so what happens here after section 2, we're just going to submit the form. So if they've answered yes to question 2, then they're going to complete section 2, and when they finish this second question here, then they're finished with the survey. Now section 3, if they had answered no, they don't think dogs are dangerous, they're going to be sent here. So we might just put docile dogs. Docile is just another word for peaceful dogs. You answered no. Question 2. Okay. Add a question. I'm going to go with paragraph again for this one. Why do you think? Again, I'm using the why question stem. Why do you think dogs, certain dog breeds, are calmer than others? Get a required question. Lastly, I might just ask a checkboxes question. Which dog breeds do you believe are the most calm? Okay, and here I might go Dalmatian. Other dog breeds, Golden Retriever, Chihuahua, Rottweiler. Okay, and that will do. And then I could go add other, and then people can add their own dog breeds as they see fit. Okay, so again, required question, and then there they will finish the survey as soon as they've answered that question. So there we go, that's how I create it. Now, in terms of getting that survey out to people, I can customize my thing. I can change the colours, blue, green, orange. Orange will do for now. And then send. Before we send it, we just want to make sure that, okay, you're going to want to uncheck that box, which means that anyone who has the link is going to be able to answer the questions. Just check there. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so send. Now if you click this button in the middle, that will give us a link. What I recommend is that you click the shorten URL button and then just copy, and then you can paste that onto your Facebook site, Instagram story, you know, wherever you want to put it. That's the best way to do it. So you can just close out of that, and then eventually you'll be able to see the responses as they come through, and you can have a look. Now I'll quickly show you. For example, what this looks like. So I created a survey, my year 12s, get some responses. Now if you go summary, you can see all the people who have completed it, and then all of the qualitative answers come up like this. So it's really easy to see what everyone has said, what everyone is thinking about that particular question. The quantitative questions, the multiple choice, they come up like this. So really easy to just use my snipping tool, new, beautiful, copy. Now I can paste that straight into my folio, and now I can start analyzing those answers. So it's really easy to use Google Forms. I highly recommend that you do it. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, please make sure you ask me.